Fourth quarter action here at Aquinas, where the Irish lead the third-ranked Red Devils 17-3. Liam Welch with a touchdown pass and a touchdown run. This time he fakes it to Brown on second down and 11, and he's going to pick up nice yardage inside the 40.
Well, and Welsh running a lot more here in the second half, and it looked like in the first half he didn't necessarily, if he was going to run it, he slid on one play. Another play, he kind of made sure he eluded a big tackle, but here he's turned into more of a runner here in the second half, just in terms of the plays that they're running.
He didn't have to run much to outgain Lincoln County. In the quarter, the Red Devils, 6 plays for -5 yards. And that is why they were unable to cut into the lead, and now the Irish lead it by 14. Third down and 2. And good to see Durham's back in the game. They're going downfield, and it's overthrown and nearly picked off.
He got real lucky on that one. He had his brother earlier in it. He just wasn't able to get him the ball soon. He was open at the beginning of the route, but elected to try to throw it deep to him. And, again, really catching a break there with that one not being an interception. And you got a couple of local scores here for you. Burke County's actually down 3-0 to Wayne County in the third quarter, and Thompson is up 49-0 over Windsor Forest. As we talked about earlier, both of those teams, that's our matchup next week. Burke County at Thompson. And right there, Aquinas trying to make them jump off sides one more time.
So
didn't look like they bid on it, but
they give it to Durham. And looks like a first down. It's going to be close. Looks like we're going to have a measurement here. Nathan is saying definitely first down. And the crowd not happy. They thought the ball was moved backwards.
And neither is head coach James Leonard. He has a fairly decent vantage point as he's standing directly in front of where the ball was, but it looks like it's still a first down.
So Aquinas, they have converted, 3 or 4 fourth downs now in this game. That's been big. They've been able to keep drives alive. And that you can do stuff like that with a senior quarterback and a good offensive line. That's the key,
Sure.
They are 4 for 4 on fourth down. There's D'Lo Durham, and Durham almost broke one there. He's back in the game after suffering that bruise earlier, Charlie Horse. Young man's got a good future here. He might be the next star. And now Gates is back in. So Aquinas trying to kind of melt this one away. If they score a touchdown here, with the amount of time that'll be left on the clock, this one's all but done, barring a miracle, because Lincoln County
not a quick strike
not
offense.
a quick strike offense.
In the sense of throwing the ball deep downfield. Again, they're talented on special teams and breaking runs, maybe breaking some tackles, but in terms of eating up a lot of yardage and throwing points on the board pretty quickly.
Well, tonight,
not
barring that long kickoff, they haven't thrown any points on the board.
Yeah.
So Aquinas has got it done. I got to admit, I thought this would be a much closer game. I thought it was a field goal game either way, one or the other, and Aquinas has done a great job tonight. Again, I'm kind of blown away by up front. They've done a great – Big Ethan, look at Crawford, 79, and that big front line, they've done a good job tonight. And now Welch to throw. Looking, steps, throws, lobs it up. Got a man overthrown slightly. He was going for George Welch, Hartfield, on the coverage.
And what we saw in years past is they had, such talented running backs and just great athletes, and Brendan Douglas and Reuben Garnett. But now they have a team that can – we talked about them going for it on fourth down and how aggressive they are. You're seeing them just throw the ball up, one-on-one coverage, as we see another fourth down, and they're going to go for it. But they take so many chances, and that's the kind of stuff where you can really separate against even like opponents.
Well, they hit one of those, and it led to a touchdown.
Exactly.
Fourth down again, and they're going to run it with Welch, the senior, and he's going to have the first down, and he falls down after picking up the first.
And poor tackling from Lincoln County because, again, as good as Welch is, a 4th and 5 like that, and it's going to continue to make the clock move. You can't get sidestepped like that right there in the hole and let him pick up that first down, but a terrific play by Welch.
As big as anything got a timeout on the field, or an injured player, it looks like. So we got an injured player.
And once again, they just deliver on 4th down.
Well,
and it puts so much pressure on the defense.
5 for 5 on 4th down conversions. And as big as it is that they keep the drive alive and maybe score, more importantly, they keep the drive alive and run the clock. Because Lincoln County had 22 offensive plays in the first half that took 14 minutes.
Yeah.
14 minutes for 22 plays. So if they're going to come back in this one, they're going to need a big play or two and an onside kick or two.
And Lincoln County, it hadn't always been just where they've been at on the field, why they've gone for it. Because on third down, third in the same yardage, 3rd and 5, all of their routes were deep routes. They were throwing the ball deep. I mean, they are literally putting so much pressure on Lincoln County's defense, and that's why they're able to run a QB sneak for a 4th and 5 and get the first down.
Let's check in with Stephanie French. She's got something down on the field. Steph?
Hey, guys. Well, we've mentioned Brendan Douglas several times this game. I was talking to him a couple days ago before this game, and, he said that he's really enjoying his time at Georgia. He does miss the close family of Aquinas here. He said they do have a similar family atmosphere that they do here at Aquinas, but, it's different just because they've been a family for so long here. They played in middle school. They played all the way through high school here. And, he did take his Christian values from here into Georgia, so he does look up to that as he's playing. Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Steph. Yeah, Brendan, of course, down in Jacksonville getting ready for the big one tomorrow against Florida as they hand it off to Gates. And Aquinas on first down picks up nice yardage, and they've got the clock moving.
Well, and Brendan, last year, again, they release a hype video before each and every game. And as we remember last year, Brendan got many carries in the Florida game. Actually ran over a Florida defender in it, so expect to see more of that this Saturday as, again, kind of a make-or-break game for really both teams. It looks like that game is going to decide the SEC East.
If this game stays about where we are, no surprise that maybe Aquinas won the game, but there are going to be some heads turned that they've held Lincoln County this way. Another head turner might be the Washington County-Hepzibah game. 20-14, Washington County in that one ahead, but very close with the Rebels.
Very close. Too close. If you're a Washington County fan, as you see, it looks like a lot of the guys tonight cramping up.
Cramps, yeah. That's Parks. That's Parks, one of their leaders, and he can't get up. Yeah. We just had a player go out with cramps. Number 2 for Lincoln County, Marquise Leverett. Now it's number 33, Jesse Parks, and he's one of their leaders in the middle of that defense.
And he's not for trying. He's trying to get up.
We'll take a quick timeout as they tend to. Jesse Parks got cramps. He'll be all right. Aquinas up 17-3. Fourth quarter continues in just a moment.
2, 1.
Welcome back to Aquinas, where the second half has been dominated by Aquinas. And the play selection, 33 in the first half, they had 33 plays, 19 running plays, 14 passing plays. In the second half, Matt, they've been primarily on the ground. They've run it 17 times and only thrown 4 passes.
Yeah, and even had Welsh in with a good bit of the runs. Just trying to eat up this yardage and keep that clock moving. And even going for it on fourth down a couple times.
5 times. 5 of 5.
And I don't, whether you get them or whether you don't, when you know that your coach and you know that your team is going to, that is such a inspiring thing for a team. Even, again, if you don't get them each and every time. But to know that your coach will go for them, again, on defense, it's
your defense
intimidating.
Holds them to like 3rd and 4, but you know they've got 2 downs to get it, basically. So.
And that is, it's changes the game so much when you know that they have no problem going forward on fourth down.
15th play of the drive here as they give it to Durham, and he's going to be drugged down that time by Norman. So it's 4th down again. This time they're going to send on Hankinson, the kicker. So it is 4th down, and they will try to add to their lead here. So Lincoln County does hold them out of the end zone, but still, this would make it a 3-possession game. This is a huge play. And Hankinson's kick is up and pushed to the left and no good. So Lincoln County, if they have any chance to win tonight, may have just saved them a little bit of a chance.
Sure.
If it had got to a 3-possession game, they would have been in trouble.
Yeah, again, a long drive for Aquinas, but not getting any points out of it, trying to get a field goal, but not able to push it through, but still a considerable amount of time taken off the clock.
16-play drive, yeah, they ate up a lot of clock. Remember, that drive started in the 3rd quarter. So they ate up half the 4th quarter almost. So here we go. Big possession for the Red Devils. This possession is basically the ball game. They've got to come away with some points. Reed, the young sophomore quarterback, hands it off. This is Norman. Norman along the left side. Good yardage there.
Well, and you said they need points, and it has to be a touchdown. I mean, they have to throw touchdowns on the board, and whether that's going to come from a play-action pass that they're able to run, because one thing Aquinas has done, we talked about how well the defensive lines have Aquinas' defensive line has played. If they're able to catch them too aggressive on here, that's going to be, I think, their best chance of getting a touchdown on the board.
Wide receiver screen there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They're going to have to do something to really stretch the field to put pressure and get a one-on-one matchup.
I thought he had the 1st down. They actually mark him about a half yard short. 3rd and inches. So let's see what they draw up here, the Red Devils. 3rd down and inches. Obviously 4-down territory, but you want to go ahead and get it here. A blitz coming. They hand it off to their big back, and he's going to get the 1st down. Number 9, his first carry of the night, Jaden Roberts. He's a sophomore, but wait till you see him get up. Number 9, good-looking young player.
Yeah, Lincoln County has a couple kids that are going to be receiving a lot of mail in the coming years.
Jaden Roberts is one of them, number 9, the fullback right now. So it is a 1st down for Lincoln County, but only 6:20 to go in this game, 6:23 actually. Reed's looking to throw. It's caught. Big play. I thought he overthrew him. When he let go of the ball, it looked like he was looking downfield, but he hits the receiver in stride for a nice play.
And a huge, the biggest play for them so far outside of the Hartsfield return. But they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to soften up that Aquinas D because, they can have the most talented running backs in the world, but with the way that Aquinas is playing against the run tonight, they're going to have to be able to pass like that to open it up.
27-yard pass play. Biggest play of the night for Lincoln County is Roberts makes a nice grab in traffic. Lincoln County on the move. They're going to roll out and throw it. Reed, now he's going to run it. Oh, nice. Oh, almost a great tackle in the open field, but Reed's able to break it.
Well, and give Reed some credit is he didn't try to force anything. He knows they're battling back. They have to score as soon as possible, but he knew he was not going to be able to get the receiver the ball. He was covered, so he kept it himself and picked up a decent chunk of yardage.
Yeah,
still positive plays, though.
Picked up about 7. You see Gates on the sidelines.
I always love it. Watch the guys warm up on the bike. You see Ruben Garnett right there by him.
2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Oh, the receiver and the quarterback not on the same page there. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, it's almost like the receiver heard out and up, and maybe the quarterback was thinking just out.
Now the quarterback said, have you seen their defensive line? Let me get rid of this thing.
Somebody catch this thing.
3rd down and big 3rd down and 3 here. Norman is in the backfield. They throw a little screen pass, but it's guarded nicely, and the tackle made immediately by number 9, T.J. Smith.
And they try to clear Aquinas out by running 2 receivers off, and they just have the guy kind of flow out. But again, Aquinas they have not missed on anything like that tonight. They have really kind of crossed their T's and dotted their I's in terms of everybody knows who's guarding. There's no pick plays. Not a lot of miscommunication from their secondary. They've done a great job of keeping it bottled up tonight.
4th down and 4. Big play. This is the ball game pretty much. They throw it in traffic, tipped and incomplete. Tipped and incomplete. TJ Smith was there, I believe. He's played a good game tonight. So Aquinas will get the ball back with 4:36 to go and a 14-point lead. So TJ Smith, there is number 9. He's played a great game tonight for Aquinas. He made the tackle on the screen on 3rd down, and he tips the ball away on 4th down. So the Red Devils defense absolutely needs to come up with a turnover here. We saw this a few years back, the year prior to Liam Welch taking over at quarterback. They had the game won against Lincoln County, it appeared, and threw an interception late and allowed the Red Devils back in it. And here's a quick hitter, and it's caught by George Welch. Nice pass by Liam.
It's a Welch-to-Welch connection.
George Welch has also played a good game on defense tonight, making a number of tackles.
Yeah, had the big tackle on the kickoff.
So 1st down, or 2nd down and about 2 after the 8-yard completion. The Red Devils need to create a turnover, or they are going to lose their first game of the year. Looked like a blitz coming. Now they back up. They are coming. Here they come. The throw is caught. Big gainer. Gibbs still on his feet, and he's brought down at about the 42 or 43. Tackle made by Roberts.
I mean, they're going to be a lot to handle for the remainder of this season if they're able to play even consistently. Not necessarily over the top awesome, just making ridiculous plays. If they're able to play consistently, they're going to be such a hard matchup for any team that they face because they do a lot of things pretty well, and that's going to really catch a lot of teams off guard wherever their weakness is on defense.
The tackle actually by Elam on that play.
Especially if they're able to get Douglas back and get him well and healthy. Second half,
Welch is 4 of 6 for 65 yards in the second half. And a timeout by Aquinas here with 3:20 to go. We'll take a break with them and be back. 3:20 to go. The Irish up 17-3 on WJBF Game Night Live.
2-1.
And we welcome you back. WJBF Sports Game Night Live. Aquinas in control with the ball and a 14-point lead with 3:20 to go. Welch 4 of 6 in the second half. That makes him 9 of 20 in the game for well over 100 yards and a touchdown as Gates carries it there. The only Aquinas loss came early in the year to Prince Avenue Prep. Prince Avenue Prep is now 8-0, and they have scored 35 or more points in every game. Pretty good squad they've got.
Yeah, as you were saying, I mean, how, the way Aquinas is looking, not in terms of points on the scoreboard, just how well-rounded they look, how much, how great is that team if they beat them by 30-some-odd points.
That was early in the year. Maybe that was the wake-up call that Aquinas needed. And here's a big play for Durham as Aquinas is running the ball, running the clock, and they're going to run Lincoln County back home with a loss unless a miracle happens for the Red Devils.
And, again, they've had a lot of terrific players that have come and graduated, and they have a few
They keep
this
replacing
year,
them.
but
yeah.
some of these younger guys are going to be really good when they're juniors and seniors. I mean,
They've built a program now that they keep building on it. I mean, when they lost Douglas and then won the state championship. They lose Garnett and Lindsay, and look at them right now. They're about to go to 8-1 and move up into the top 4 in the state rankings. Here's Welch. Welch carries it. Another good pickup down to about the 14. Or check that. Let's see. 2nd and 3. 7-yard pickup for Welch. As Aquinas milking the clock and milking this game away. It's going to be a huge win, and this crowd is going to go crazy when that clock hits 0. It'll be the third straight win over Lincoln County for Aquinas in this series. They lob it, end zone. Touchdown, Gibbs. That just settles it right there. The second TD pass of the night for Welch. And he got wide open. They threw it up. He's got a big size advantage at 6'2". So 23-3 as we await the extra point. Hankinson has been perfect tonight up until that miss a moment ago. So he's 2 for 2 on extra points. There's Crimmins Hankinson. Trying to give his team a 21-point lead, and he does it. So Aquinas 24, Lincoln County 3.
And want to remind you to stay tuned. Later on in the game, we'll have our McDonald's offensive and defensive players of the game. Once again, presented by McDonald's. We'll get to showcase some of the athletes tonight.
Also want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. Obviously, McDonald's and Doctors Hospital, but also the Augusta Auto Auction, Augusta Pain Center, Ken Nugent, attorney at law, Orange Theory Fitness, for their support of high school football in the CSRA.
And again, really, we're getting towards, I guess you would say, the most special time of the high school football season, right when they really start to add up and you really get the make or break points. And we're at that tonight with this game, as this one will certainly have a lot to say for how it'll all end up. And then next week as well, Burke County at Thompson.
Another high pooch kick fielded by one of the up men for Lincoln County, and he's going to stumble his way and pick up a yard or two as he's brought down by Artest Banks. So a minute 30 to go, and Lincoln County down 21. Like I said, I don't think anybody's surprised that Aquinas winning. I think there are going to be a lot of people surprised at the score.
Yeah, and really how they just contained Lincoln County. And really, unless you kind of watch the game, you would know they only got that field goal really off the backs of a big special teams return.
The passing game really kept Lincoln County from being as aggressive. Remember, we saw them earlier this year. They were swarming all over the ball, and Aquinas' passing game, I think, kept them off tilter a little bit.
Yeah. Really just not able to get any separation. Again, and I think he said it best talking about the Aquinas defensive line being the surprise of the game in terms of not really.
We knew they were
some
good,
of the great runs
dominating.
Really, some of the great runs came from the running backs doing great things. And that's going to happen every now and again, but they never got beat really bad.
Reed trying to throw here on the run, and the pass might have been intercepted out of bounds.
And that
was T.J. Smith again, who's had a great game.
And he must have been, as you see, I think that's his cleat marks back there. It must have been very close because it looked like that young man had an interception.
So 53.5 seconds to go before Aquinas improves to 8-1 and gives Lincoln County their first loss. And the Irish now will be 34-2 since the start of the 2013 season. Remarkable. That's what we're used to saying that stuff about Lincoln County.
Yeah.
Reed back to throw, steps up. Now launches it. Got a man down there. It is caught. Big play for Lincoln County on the completion. He got it to Gartrell. It's a big play, but it's way too late. As you see on our Doctors Hospital replay, nice throw by Reed on the run. Perfectly placed. 45-yard completion there. Clock running. Reed going to roll to his left. He's in trouble. There's Will Evans. Kind of fitting, isn't it, that he makes that play? Did you see how fast he got in there, Matt?
Dominant all night. And he's not coming from the linebacker position. He's right there on the line. He's getting back there that quickly.
I said that we saw Truesdale 2 weeks ago from Laney. He's a dominant inside presence.
Yeah.
This guy's the dominant speed outside presence.
Well, and tackling him and taking him out of the Orange Theory Fitness orange zone on that sack.
Reed lobs it up for grabs, and it's incomplete. No flag down.
Kind of a tough ball for the receiver to be able to get to there. Again, a lot of Irish around the ball.
6 seconds left, and what is about to be a huge Irish celebration. And for Lincoln County, you got to put this one in your rearview mirror, move on. One more regular season game and then the playoffs coming up. Reed sets up a screen, but it's stopped by Artest Banks, and that is going to be it. Aquinas is a winner, 24-3. And as I said, a big celebration coming as they have beaten Lincoln County for a third straight time after losing 32 in a row to the Red Devils.
Well, and just winning this game. I mean, there was really never a doubt. Even though the score was only 7-point difference coming out of halftime, it still felt like Aquinas had everything going for them in this game, and they were able to put it together in the second half and get the points to show it.
Yeah, they dominated the second half. You're right. That third quarter, Lincoln County had 6 offensive plays for -5 yards. That kind of allowed Aquinas to pull away, and they're able to get the easy victory tonight. They improved to 8-1. Lincoln County falls to 8-1. Both these teams, though, are playoff bound. And Aquinas letting everybody around the state know that they plan on making another run for a third year in a row. In just a moment, we'll be checking in with the victorious head coach. We also have our Doctors Hospital, our McDonald's offensive and defensive players of the game. So we're being told Coach Leonard's going to talk to his team real quick, and then we will have the coach. As you see the big celebration going on here. We'll have some stats for you in a moment, too, from Nathan Edwards. Liam Welch, 10 of 21 passing for 171 yards and 2 scores. He also ran the ball in this contest as well for another touchdown. Actually, he had 72 yards rushing. He tied for their leading rusher tonight on 13 carries, so big night for him. Also tonight, Durham off the bench, 14 carries for 72 yards. Chris Gates, 13 carries for 44 yards. And 2 carries for 12 yards for Mike Brown. The leader receiving the ball was Justin Gibbs. 5 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown. Also, Bradley White, 2 catches for 52 yards. And George Welch, 3 catches, 36 yards, and a touchdown. As Aquinas gets it done tonight, victorious 24-3 over Lincoln County. And the offensive plays do show a big disparity. 22 more plays for the Aquinas offense.
Well, and the third quarter is what did it. When you leave a quarter with -5 yards, man, that kind of tells the whole story of how this thing ended up.
So I believe we're about set now to go down to the field. And Stephanie French has the victorious head coach, James Leonard, who's now 34-2 all-time as a head coach.
Coach, congratulations on that win. Big win for you guys. Looking forward to postseason. Now you got Stratford next week. What were your thoughts after that buzzer went off tonight?
No, it was a good feeling. That's a really, really good football team that we beat. We got a lot of respect for those guys. We're cheering for them to win the public side. But, it meant a lot getting that win at home for the first time. These guys really worked hard and did it for our boy Douglas.
Now you are 34-2 as head coach of this team. How does that make you feel?
I mean, the wins, we don't really count about the wins. We just talk about the process of getting better and trying to win a championship.
And what's your thoughts going into the postseason? What's going to be the key to continue winning?
Well, we got a big one next week. We're not quite there yet. We still got to get our heads back level and go play Stratford for a region championship and then see where it goes.
All right, well, congratulations, Coach. Great win tonight. Thank you. Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Steph. Talking with one of the Aquinas fans here about the disparity in the plays, 64 offensive plays to 42, As Coach Leonard said, it's a process, and the process is going well as they get the win tonight, 24-3. I believe we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with our players of the game from McDonald's. And we are back where Aquinas is victorious tonight, 24-3. Stephanie French is down on the field with our McDonald's offensive and defensive players of the game.
Hey guys, well I am down here with Will Evans and Liam Welch. Guys, congratulations, such a big win for you guys tonight. I've got defensive player of the game, Will Evans.
Thank you.
And Liam Welch for our offensive player of the game. I want to talk to you guys both. Such a big win for you guys getting ready to go into the postseason. What does this mean for you guys?
Oh, this means a lot. We came in very prepared, and that's thanks to our coaches, and it means the world to us.
How about you? You're leading this team to a great win tonight.
This gives us great momentum into the playoffs and into the region championship, and we're going to go all the way to the Dome.
And now we got to talk about the family hashtag here right next to us. You know, Coach Leonard talks about family all the time. What does that mean to you guys?
It means the world to us. Everyone on the team, we're brothers. You know, we're all a big family, and that's how we are in school as well.
And you said brothers. Your brother plays for the team as well. You know, you guys were out without Joseph Douglas tonight. What does this win mean for him not playing tonight?
We told him before the game that this is going to be for him. We were battling all night for him and just had him in our thoughts.
Awesome. Well, guys, congratulations. Go celebrate, and good luck to you next week and in the postseason.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot. Well, there you go. Liam Welch, he threw for over 170, ran for over 70, accounted for all 3 Aquinas touchdowns, and Will Evans was all over the place on both sides of the ball, especially on defense. Congratulations to them. 2 outstanding performances by their 2 college commitments.
Oh, yeah, terrific all-around effort from both the players. For Liam Welch, I really don't think his numbers, in terms of the passing numbers, they sound not even close to what they really were. We saw there was some drop passes tonight. I mean, just game total yards, Aquinas 371 to Lincoln County 188. But for Liam Welch, I mean, he was pretty much able to do whatever he wanted to do all night.
And in the second half numbers, Aquinas had 188 yards. Lincoln County had 86, but 45 of that came on the pass play when the game was pretty much decided. So it was a dominant second half performance by Lincoln County. The Irish get the victory. They improved to 8-1. They are headed into the top 4 in the state in the rankings. Lincoln County will fall, likely to stay in the top 10, but they're now 8-1. 24-3 your final. Aquinas victorious. Our entire WJBF crew, what a night tonight. They did a tremendous job. I want to thank all of them for their hard work. Stephanie French down on the sidelines. Of course, Nathan Edwards, our spotter and statistician. Matt Lane with me in the booth. I'm Ashley Brown. Aquinas a winner, 24-3. Join us next week at the Brickyard when the Thompson Bulldogs play host to Burke County. By the way, Burke County victorious tonight over Wayne County in a tight one. Should be a great matchup next week. You guys have a great night.